Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream. I'm going to do your September the 7th, just for today, in a meditation. I hope you're doing well this morning. All right. September the 7th is entitled Resentments and Forgiveness. Where there has been wrong, the program teaches us the spirit of forgiveness. Basic text, page 12. In NA, we begin to interact with the world around us. We no longer live in isolation, but freedom from isolation has its price. The more we interact with people, the more often we'll find someone stepping on our toes. And such are the circumstances in which resentments are often born. Resentments, justified or not, are dangerous to our ongoing recovery. The longer we harbor resentments, the more bitter they become, eventually poisoning us. To stay clean, we must find the capacity to let go of our resentments, the capacity to forgive. We first develop this capacity in working step 8 and 9, and we keep it alive by regularly taking the 10th step. Sometimes when we are unwilling to forgive, it helps to remember that we too may someday require another person's forgiveness. Haven't we all, at one time or another, done something that we deeply regretted? And aren't we healed in some measure when others accept our sincere amends? An attitude of forgiveness is a little easier to develop when we remember that we are all doing the best we can. And someday we too will need forgiveness. Just for today, I will let go of my resentment. Today, if I am wronged, I will practice forgiveness, knowing that I need forgiveness myself. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Very powerful, isn't it? To think about resentment and forgiveness and how they are a coin with two sides. And oftentimes we find ourselves looking at the forgiveness side from the angle that we need it, especially coming in out of the woods of active addiction. There's so many things we drop the ball on. There's so many things that we still, years later, would love to have the forgiveness for. Some of us have done our 8th and 9th step and still found out that the person, even though they said everything was okay, even though we paid it back or made the best amends according to what was decided upon with our sponsor, we made the amends that needed to be made. Makes me think again of my mother being a seamstress and her ability to almost mend any fabric that there ever has been. Yet sometimes when we go to mend over something or amend a situation, giving it our best shot, we still find years later the person has not truly accepted the amends, or maybe they never will. And we know the difference between that feeling that they haven't accepted it and forgiven us versus the feeling that they have accepted it and forgiven us. This meditation is quite true. When we've been forgiven, it brings a healing to us to a degree. And so now what we want to do is to make sure When we're dealing with someone that needs forgiveness, that we consider how good it feels in our soul when we are forgiven, right? Our spirits, how that feels to us. And if you have benefited from that, 9 times out of 10, it will be a much easier journey for you to give and extend forgiveness. So remember that we all mess up. Just the other day, I said something, not even the other day, last night, I made a comment to someone and the phone just went dead silent. And I made prompt amends right there. Right then and there, I made prompt amends. But what it revealed to me about the way that I think sometimes is that I still have a lot of work to do. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you. I hope that you will have a beautiful day on purpose. If you know someone is struggling, they're not getting out much, share this podcast with them so they can join us in the mornings as well. Have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to. Talk to you soon.